right. Hey, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I am Aquarius Sun. Let's get started. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for my aquas. I ask that you would just bring up whatever needs to be brought to the forefront of their minds right now and give me wisdom to understand each card, its meaning, and the message that needs to come out. I bind any unclean spirits and I loose your supernatural love, joy, and peace to flow through every fiber of every viewer watching right now. Their body, soul, spirit, heart, mind, will, and emotions. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right, guys, I am so tired, but I'm pushing myself to get this out tonight. Also, I apologize in advance. My microphone is not working properly. I ordered a new cable and it's still cutting out and I don't know what to do. So this is what we got to work with right now. So I'm so sorry. I guess I need to buy a new mic soon, but I can't do that quite yet, but I will. So hang in there with me. All right. Thank you all for being here in this space with me. And if anything in this jumps out at you and blesses you, feel free to reciprocate and let me know with a little click on that thumbs up. All right, let's get started. Aquas, message from my aquas. Okay. The porcupine and anemone in reverse. And I'm feeling guided towards my floral deck. Aquas. Nobility. And do one of these bad boys. No, I am not reading all those. These are so long. Huh. Oh my goodness. Wow. We have passion. Oh my gosh. There's passion. Macrocosm. Journey with the Ouroboros. And desire. Passion and desire. Oh, I'm so tired. And of course, 4 of these came out. That's all right. Okay. Real quick, let's read about this porcupine and anemone. It did come out in reverse, so there's a reversal message here. Let me get the little book. All right. It says to take care not to judge others who seem bristly or closed off. Consider that they may have good reason to protect themselves from harm. Respect their boundaries, allowing them time to open up on their own terms. Okay. And then we have Magnolia for nobility. So I guess it's pretty noble. I mean, to give people space, to process, to honor their boundaries and give respect. It's not all about love all the time. Ladies, I'm speaking to you. I know it's easy for us to feel and be, feelers and emote. And I'm not saying that men don't, but I feel like it's easier for us to seek love me, love me, love me, love me. And really, I feel like more of the masculine side is looking for respect. And I mean, I'm not trying to offend anyone with whatever, but I'm just saying respect is being highlighted to me right now. And there's power in being honoring in all that we do. And it's not just about the warm fuzzies that come with love, and feeling loved and being loved and giving love. It's also giving respect. That's a huge piece of it. And that's a huge piece of how a lot of people feel love is through the vehicle of respect. So I feel like with Magnolia and nobility here, it's just highlighting just how valuable it is to be someone with a gentle spirit and to be honoring and allow people the space and time that they need to just be themselves, or for whatever really that you don't even really need to have a reason. Just give people the space that they desire, respect that. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but I just feel like these cards combine to really speak on how beautiful it is to be gracious with your energy in that way and time, especially with people who really value their time alone. Okay, so Magnolia means nobility, perfect gentleness, beauty, grace. We see lots of pinks and purples in here, and corals. Pinks can represent passion, romance. There's trust there with the blues, loyalty, honesty. I just feel like it's just really sweet to. I don't need to keep repeating myself. Yeah, there's just something gracious, noble, kind about respecting people's boundaries. Okay, moving on. I'm just really tired, so if I ramble, I apologize. We are going to read all these because they hit the table, and that's my rule. If they hit the table, we got to do them. So bear with me. It's going to be a lot of reading. And the first one we are going to cover is macrocosm. Macrocosm. And it comes with a quote from Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It says, the universe is not made up of atoms. It's made up of tiny stories. Gaze up into the night. Holy Spirit, help me. Keep me awake. Gaze up into the sky on a clear night, and you will see 1,000,000 stars, 1,000,000 galaxies spanning farther than your imagination could ever take you. Consider the possibility that somewhere among this great expanse, there is another person, much like yourself, looking out with the same questions, the same worries, and the same wonders. It's important to always have perspective of your place in this cosmos. While things in your own reality may seem huge, realize that in the grand scheme of things, your worries are simply a drop in the ocean. Remember that on this journey, you are never alone. There will always be someone who has trodden this path before you. Look, here's journey next to it. So these two go together. These two go together. On this journey, you're never alone. Where did I see that? There will always be someone who's trodden the path before you. Keep an eye out for the markers along your journey, those familiar things that help you to remember that despite how lonely the road may feel, many have forged the same path ahead of you. Tomorrow, the universe will waken anew, and with it, the promise of possibility for what is to come for you and for all. And it says, when I allow myself to look beyond the present, I'm able to see the world with a whole new perspective. It's beautiful. And then we have journey. And the quote here from Ronda Rousey. I'm scared of failure all the time, but I'm not scared enough to stop trying. When working towards a goal, always remember to congratulate yourself for the little victories along the way. When you become caught up in the end game, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that those little steps of progress are insignificant. Be grateful for each one of these little wins. Life is not a linear pathway from the cradle to the grave. It's a journey of many beginnings, many endings, and many detours. Throughout your journey, there are times when you will find yourself knocked down, falling short of the mark, or disappointed that the cards have not fallen in your favor. It's time to remind yourself that all these things are part of the journey through life. And it's through these difficult experiences that you will find victories all the sweeter. Embrace each and every experience as they offer you a lesson, an appreciation, or an opportunity for gratitude. Failure is not an ending to the journey, but rather a learning curve from which you will emerge more brilliant than ever before. Stay the course, remain humble, and above all, remember that what might seem like an ending is actually a beautiful beginning. I understand that failure is not an ending, but simply an opportunity for growth. The Ouroboros depicts a serpent devouring its tail, representing the infinite passage of time and the cyclical nature of life. Each new chapter reminds you that no journey has ever truly ended, but is simply the turning of another page. I was thinking about death today, actually, and how we've been lied to. I feel like we've been lied to. We've been led to believe that death is the end. That's it. Done. We just live this life here and then it's over with no warning. Just poof, your journey's over. I don't think so. We keep going. And if you think about it, matter cannot be destroyed. We know this. It cannot be destroyed. And so, I don't even know why I'm talking about this right now, but I just want to encourage someone out there who may feel hopeless or feel like there's no point to their life, or they maybe are looking for purpose or meaning for their journey here on earth. You have a purpose. You are here for a reason. It's not an accident that you're living, breathing at this moment in history, at this moment in time. And we may not know the answers. We may not see the whole plan, the whole blueprint, the big picture, but you have this one day with your breath. You have breath in your lungs. There's hope. The sun will rise again tomorrow. If you feel like you failed today, you feel like you failed yourself, your friends, your family, or if you feel like, what's the point? Just know that tomorrow you will wake up with breath in your lungs, hopefully. And if you don't, you will wake up somewhere else in another dimension, on another plane. It doesn't end here. And if you've lost anyone, and I say lost, but if someone you know that you love deeply has died, I just want to encourage you, they're not gone. They've just stepped into another room. Imagine I'm sitting here in my office and maybe one of my kids is in here with me, and they get up and they walk out and close the door behind them and go out to the living room. They're not gone. I can't see them. They're just in the other room. And so death is not the end. All that is to say, death is not the end. So feel what you need to feel, grieve what you need to grieve, but remember that our purpose is so much greater than we can ever fathom or realize, and it doesn't end here on this earthly experience. There's more beyond this. So be gentle with yourself and feel what you need to feel. But remember that every breath is a new opportunity to start again. So we're going to go ahead and move on to finish reading these because it's going really long, and I actually am supposed to do another, I think I'm supposed to do Gemini tonight also, and I'm not going to do it because I'm too tired. I'm going to go to bed after this Aquarius reading. I also do readings for my Etsy clients, and I've been doing those all day, and I'm exhausted. So we have passion, and there's a quote from Mariah. It says, "I want to know if you can disappoint another in order to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul." Ooh, that's deep. Let me read that again. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. Think about your deepest desire and ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice in order to achieve this goal? The greater your passion for an endeavor, the greater the likelihood that you are willing to make the necessary sacrifices to bring it to fruition. Anything that you strive toward will likely require a certain degree of sacrifice. You may need to alter the amount of time you spend with friends for a while, or you may need to get up earlier each morning. All these sacrifices are necessary action steps in cultivating your desires. Whatever your aspirations, be sure that the level of sacrifice is commensurate to the outcome. You do not want to have given up a great deal for little gain. Conversely, you do not want to look back and regret not trying something for the sake of not being willing to concede in some areas. This choice ultimately lies with you. In chasing your passion, you must take a calculated and measured approach. And the affirmation with this card says, my heart knows the direction I must take, even when my head does not. So follow your heart. We're on a journey, right? And it's so much bigger than we could ever fathom. Follow your heart. And then we have desire. You've got me feeling emotion. All right, there's a William Shakespeare quote. Says, "This above all to thine own self be true." It kind of goes right along with that quote from here. It says, "I want to know if you can bear, letting someone else down in order to be true to yourself. So put yourself first. Like a moth drawn to the flame, you find yourself mesmerized by something which takes up much of your focus." Oh my gosh, a song just came to my head. Oh my gosh. I just heard a lyric. Like a single breath. Oh my gosh, what's that song? You only have one. Oh, it's going to bother me. And hold on. Let me just Google this really quick. Oh my gosh. Like a something. I don't even know the words. I can hear the melody in my head. Like a small ship, maybe? Like a small boat on the ocean. Yeah, there it is. Ah, it's a fight song. I don't know if you all have heard this song. I don't know who sings it. But this first few lines came into my head just now. It says, like a small boat on the ocean sending big waves into motion, like how a single word can make a heart open. I might only have one match, but I can make an explosion. All those things I didn't say, wrecking balls inside my brain, I will scream them loud tonight. Can you hear my voice this time? This is my fight song, take back my life song, prove I'm all right song. My power's turned on starting right now. I'm going to be strong. I'll play my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes because I've still got a lot of fight left in me. Like a small boat on the ocean. Big waves in motion. Yeah. Single word can make a heart open. I've only got one match. I can make an explosion. All those things I didn't say. Yes. Okay. That was what was going through my head. I don't know why. Maybe that's for somebody out there. Back to reading about desire. Let me start over. Like a moth drawn to the flame, you find yourself mesmerized by something which takes up much of your focus, leaving you unable or unwilling to be swayed in another direction. Use your desire to focus on the task at hand with laser-like precision. Do not allow yourself to become distracted. It's common to put the wants and needs of others before your own. Many people have a natural tendency to care for others at the expense of self. Just remember that if you live your entire life catering to and appeasing others, it will only lead to stagnancy and resentment that your own desires have been left by the wayside. You owe it to yourself to forge ahead with your truest desires. Cast aside the doubts and opinions of others. Follow your heart to find the contentment of meeting your own desire. It's time to be true to yourself. It says, I am the willful creator of my own life. My destiny is by design. I love that. The moth finds itself mesmerized by the light and is drawn towards it, representing the focus necessary to cultivate your deepest desires. Okay, so we are going to really quick, I'm going to fly through this, but for some reason I'm feeling drawn to my little unicorn deck. Okay, Aquarius. What do we have for my Aquarius? Real quick. Recent past. Present. What's coming up? Wow, all your hard work is going to pay off. 7 of Pentacles. So you have been working really hard because I'm showing up in the recent past that you've been overcoming some kind of super painful situation. You may have been betrayed, lied to, manipulated, or maybe this is just your own mental battle, silent battle that you've been dealing with without anyone else knowing. But we've got the 10 of Swords in reverse in your recent past. This means that you are learning to cope. You're learning to get back up after after going through some excruciating, painful time in your life. I mean, Ten of Swords is mental breakdown. It's betrayal on the deepest level. So this is persevering, rising, getting back up again. This is the energy in the recent past. And then here in the future, I see your hard work paying off and your intuition, High Priestess energy is guiding you there. But let's go ahead and clarify real quick. Ten of Swords in the recent past for Aquarius, please. 3 cards. All those thoughts I didn't say. Bombs inside my brain. Okay. We have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. So there could be some kind of struggle with self-doubt. 2 of Swords in reverse is seeing the truth of a situation. Let's see here. Oof. Okay, yeah. So talk about desire. This is saying you could be too fixated on the needs of others, right? Don't light yourself on fire to warm others. It's exactly what Queen of Cups in reverse is about. This is someone who's insecure, weak, needy, shallow, someone who puts everyone else ahead of them, ahead of themselves. There's a difference between loving others and it's a fine line. It's a fine line between loving others and loving yourself. Like you cannot disrespect yourself in order to, be of service to others. And if someone requires that of you, then run. That is not love. That is not respect. You're not a doormat. You're not property. You are valuable. You are highly favored. You should be protected, cherished, pursued. You shouldn't have to be you know what I mean? You shouldn't have to chase or perform to earn anyone's love or respect. And really, and I'm saying a lot of shoulds, and I'm speaking to myself, but like this is codependent energy. And once you can really, truly understand how to meet your own needs, this will never, ever be an issue again for you. And I feel like this is kind of the catalyst to why you even got in this Ten of Swords energy in the first place. 2 of Wands in reverse represents, I think, feeling, fear of the unknown, sudden change, few options. So there could have been a breakup in your past with this 2 of Cups in reverse. It's typically a soulmate card. But in reverse, it's about, not seeing eye to eye with someone that you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic love, but I'm going to say that it is for whoever's watching right now. There's someone that you, I think, in your attempt to love them well, and you only knew what you knew at that time, right? You did the best that you could with what you knew, and now you know better. So now we do better, right? We know that putting ourselves and our own needs last brings misalignment, destruction. It's not healthy. So I feel like there was some kind of romantic connection where things were out of balance. The 2 of Wands, there was some kind of maybe a breakup, some sudden change that brought about fear, pain, betrayal, just a real painful ending. But this is in reverse, so you are learning to cope with this pain. You're learning how to wake up every day and put your shoes on one at a time and live with this pain in your heart. And slowly over time, it's going to dull. I think in the present moment with the High Priestess here, this pain from the past had to happen to get you to this point, to where you have a better connection with yourself. Show me the High Priestess for my Aquas. All those thoughts inside my brain. I'm not singing the right words. Sorry. My kids always give me crap. They're like, Mom, you're not even singing the right words. I'm like, I don't care. I'm singing what I want to sing. Dang it. Okay, so High Priestess. This is all about divine wisdom, divine knowledge, being connected to your higher self, trusting yourself, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. We have the 8 of Swords here. This is an energy of feeling stuck, trapped, hopeless, helpless. Could be over what you were going through here in the past, right? Feeling stuck, hopeless, helpless, wanting someone back in your life, feeling like you couldn't breathe without them. Two of Pentacles in reverse, imbalance, no plan for the future. Yeah, if you're stuck on the past and you're stuck on the pain of losing someone, then yeah, of course you don't have a plan for the future because you're still living in the past. However, I do see you eventually tapping into that divine wisdom and learning how to cope, learning how to move on, learning how to use this Four Cups in reverse energy, which is learning how to take action, moving forward, seizing opportunities. And it's going to take hard work. And that's why we have this here in the future. Hard work paying off. Seven of Pentacles is all about reaping what you sow, long-term success for the hard work. So let's see. Show me Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Well. Oh, King of Pentacles. Okay. Well, we have an Ace of Wands in reverse. Delays, standstill, anxiety, lack of direction. We just talked about that. How can you know which way to, what moves to make when you're looking in the wrong direction? You're not even looking forward. If you're still stuck on the past, looking at the past. If you're stuck on your pain, this is a card of licking your wounds and choosing to remain stuck. So really, you have a choice to make. Are you going to lay in bed all day, every day, and cry over yesterday? I mean, you can. You absolutely can. That's your choice. But I'm showing that your hard work pays off. So do the hard work. Oh my gosh, hold that thought. I have a book that I just unpacked because I just moved. It's called How to Do the Work. Such a good book. I haven't read it all, but recognize your patterns, heal from your past, and create yourself. Such a good book. But it's hard work. I mean, self-healers know this. It's never easy. You are the one that's going to have to take these swords out of your heart. There's no one else that's going to do it for you. And it's going to require patience, skill. It's surgery. It's skillful. It's not just slapping a Band-Aid on a bullet hole. It's being extremely careful and skilled with, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's going to take time, effort, and attention to heal your heart and your mind and your body. It affects everything. Your heart space, your emotions. Science has already proven that our emotions carry chemical properties. So you're either poisoning your body with your thoughts or you're producing life. The choice is yours. You have the power. And I think from what I'm seeing here in the cards, you're going to choose to get up and face a new day and do the hard fucking work. Oh, wait. Does YouTube remove? I think they take off videos that say cuss words. Sorry, not for 18. What did it say? Not for kids under 18. I cussed. Anyway, King of Pentacles here, stability, financial stability, abundance. This is masculine energy. I think that maybe you've been too far over in the feminine energy and it's time to, I want to say swing the pendulum over to like masculine energy, but that's not the goal. The goal is to be balanced. But I do see you doing the hard work and reaping the rewards for long-term success, stability, emotional freedom, independence, security, abundance, all the things, right? What a reading. Okay, it's so funny because this is not my normal spread that I do for people, but I was trying to keep things short on YouTube. So I'm just doing like 1, 2, 3. So maybe once I get my stuff together and get on top of my life and my schedule, I will go longer on my readings here. But for now, this is what we got. And if it resonates, if any of this blessed you, let me know with a little thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love getting them. I've only gotten a few so far, but talk to me. Talk to me. Give it to me, baby. I just feel like there's something else missing here. This is my fight song. You are divinely loved and protected with grace, and your intentions and heart deserve to be known. Absolutely. Frangipani, you are truly beautiful on the inside and the outside. Wrecking balls inside my brain. Let's pull one of my weird oracle cards. Hang on. Aquarius. I know you're weird. I'm weird. I am like Aquarius to a T. So let's see what we got in my weird deck. Oh. Down by the river. In a van down by the river. Actually, it says down in the river. Down in the river. This is my fight song. Energy follows intention. Well. What were we just talking about? Think of your brain as a garden. Do you want weeds? Do you want to cultivate weeds, or do you want to cultivate beautiful flowers? It's all about your thoughts, and you have the power to determine what you're thinking about. And our thoughts, literally like the neurons in your brain, neurons that fire together, wire together, and they get stronger and form belief systems. And then that is what drives your subconscious. And your subconscious is 1,000,000 times stronger than your conscious will. Like what you say, like for example, dieting. Like, oh, I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? You could have all the best intentions, but your subconscious has been programmed to self-sabotage. So it's just a losing battle. Kind of, I know that's a poor example, but choose your thoughts. Choose your thoughts, because you literally have a magnetic field around your brain and your thoughts. And we draw in what we give energy to. What you focus on expands, right? So make sure you're careful about what you're thinking about. Funny thought here. This card makes me think, first off, that comedian Chris Farley, Down by the River, from Tommy Boy. But also, secondly, I was listening to a story today on YouTube about a ghost town in Connecticut called Dudley. I don't know, some Dudley town or something. And I guess this man in the 1920s bought 1,000 acres in this beautiful property called Dark Forest or whatever. And there's like a stream running through it, and then he builds a little cabin for him and his wife. And it's like totally like dark energy. I don't even know why I'm thinking of that right now, but that's what this reminded me of. Probably because I just listened to that podcast not too long ago here, a few hours ago. Let me, but I'm serious though. Like, think about like the missing 411 files. Have you all heard of that? Where people, like hikers, go missing. There's so much unexplored wilderness and forests, and we don't know the mysteries of the world. We don't know what's there, and that can be scary. And by day, with the sun shining, it can be beautiful, right? But when that sun sets, you don't want to be alone. Even this swing looks creepy to me right now. I definitely know that's not what this card means, but I'm just sharing my thoughts with you as I look at this. And what's coming to me right now is you may be experiencing a dark night in a lonely wilderness. You might feel lost. You might feel scared. You might not feel safe. But the sun will rise, right? We talked about this. The sun will rise again, and everything will be beautiful again. You just have to endure the night. I know that you can. But I will read you what the author meant for this card to mean. Down in the river. All that's promised is the sun will rise and the moon will rise and the river will rush, and we can make of that what we will. We watery beings understand the river to be a place of renewal, a source of life, and a mirror of the rushing life within us. Intuitively, historically, and collectively, the river is known as a place to pray, to be reborn, to release burdens, to seek ease. It's a gentle companion to the imagination. It sits vigil with restless thoughts. If you listen, you will hear the water calling you back again and again and again. If you find yourself lost, make your way to the river. You do not need to fully understand this medicine to benefit from it. Yeah, I agree. There's so much like pull. I have a Sharpie on my thumb. There's so much pull to like the water, to the ocean, to rivers, and they're so healing. I don't know what it is about water being so healing, but maybe it's because we have so much water in us. Like there's some kind of spiritual connection to bodies of water and to this earthly being, our earthly vessels being made, comprised mostly of water. There's something there, some kind of connection. But anyway, and my water bears, my aquas. I mean, I know we're an air sign, but there you go, water bear, life-giving sustenance. All right, I hope this blessed you. This is super, super long, and I'm ready for bed. So peace out, Girl Scout. That's what my son says. And if you hung in with me this long, I applaud you. Thank you. Thank you. Please forgive the poor sound quality and the poor camera quality. I'm working on saving money to get a better setup. I've just had so many excuses for so long why I haven't started posting publicly, and I'm forcing myself to push past my fear and show up. So my motto is, if this helps one person, if it brings warmth, joy, and peace, laughter to one person, then it's worth it, and I will show up again next week. Take care.